Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a Let's Make video, and what we're playing with today is we are going to play with the Griffin 3D concentric frame dies. This is your example sheet right here, and it is a fun die. It's this one back here. It's also the ovals and whatnot, but the main one is this one here, and it is a beautiful. Yeah, you can see it pretty good there. And it is a very, very pretty die set. On the back, it gives you cutting and embossing instructions through your Empress or your Elite machine. And let me show you what that die set. This is what the actual die set looks like. It has a large layering. It has an intricate. This gorgeous one here. When this one cuts out, though, it leaves the middle. However, it does have a layering that you can layer on top of it, or you can cut it out together to get the middle to cut out. And then it has two additional pieces to layer up in the center, and those are really fun as well. And I've made a few cards, and I kind of had a goal in mind, and I'm trying to create the flattest, well, not the flattest. I'm trying to create a card with the least amount of dimension that you can have to go through the regular post office. And these fit in your standard 5x7 envelope, but they are a little bit tight. So I think if you put a piece of cardstock over the top of them, stuck them in an envelope, slapped a stamp on it, I think you could get away with it and it would be fine, but there's also a tiny chance that they might come back on you as well, because they are a little bit tight going through. Like, I have a mock 1/4-inch mail slot that I try to measure everything by if I'm wanting it to go through like the regular postage with one stamp. But to be safe, I would probably slap a couple stamps on these before I sent them in the mail, just to be sure that they were going to go, and not have any issues. But today's goal, though, is to get a card to fit through my mail slot with at least one layer of dimension that I know wouldn't have any issues. That's my goal. But look how pretty. And this is some of the new Griffin iridescent cardstock there. And I think that stuff is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to use some of that on the butterflies as well. So we are also combining this woodland 3D concentric frame set with the Griffin. These are the dragonfly and butterfly dies, 3D dies. This set here, these are your examples, and they are so stinking fun. On the back gives you cutting and embossing instructions through your Empress or your Elite machine. And this is a super fun set because you get 3 sizes of dragonflies, and then you get 5 different sizes of butterfly, and they all have a layering and then the intricate. And those little pieces cut out actually in the center, most of them do, and they're pretty darn fun. And then you can, so the dark blue on this, the navy, is the layering, the iridescent, and then that like beautiful blue tone, that's the dragonfly detail. And I think these are just gorgeous. Look at that iridescent. Isn't that perfect for a dragonfly? Oh my goodness. And then this is just 2 layers. This has all the pieces cut out, but it is on top of glitter. So what? Super, super fun. So yeah, this shows you what cuts out on a couple of them. And super, super fun. But yeah, those are really fun dies as well. And so we're going to combine the 2 of those. We're not using all, we're going to use a couple different companies because I'm going to use some Heartfelt Creations paper that I have in my stash, and primarily because I was going for a lavender, purple and yellow color palette. And in Anna Griffin, wow, there's not much. Very limited. I don't even know if she has a couple pieces that are lavender and yellow. Purple and lavender is what I said, huh? I meant lavender and yellow, pale yellow, like this. Purple and yellow. That was the color I was wanting today and to use. And she's got very little. She does have some in like the Lillian, but there's pink thrown in there, and I was primarily going for a lavender and yellow specific. And so this is out of the Iris Garden Collection from Heartfelt Creations. They're a company that's no longer in business. They're severely missed. They have the most gorgeous paper. Oh my goodness. It's just, this is one of the most beautiful paper pads. And I love what they do for pattern. Not only pattern, but also for the scenes. The graphics in their paper pads is stunning. It's so beautiful. There is such talent that is definitely missed in the crafting world, because I mean, it is beautiful. It's just superior to a lot of other companies. It's just beautiful. At least it's my cup of tea. I love what they do. It's absolutely beautiful. And I miss them. Yeah, they're just fabulous. But anyhow, so this is the piece that I've selected. I also am pairing it with a Stamps of Life. I believe this is grape cardstock. And it is nice and sturdy. It's at least 100 pound or 280 GSM. It's a really nice weight for card bases. I'm pairing it with a Sizzix yellow, pale yellow cardstock, and then some Anna Griffin lavender matte foil. I thought this would just be a super fun combination. And so basically what I was thinking was, I think I want to go, this is obviously going to be the card base. This is going to be my layering. And then this is going to be the, I'm going to cut the woodland die out with this. So where is it at? I think I'm going to do this, but, so let's see, card base, layering, this with this, and then this one, which this one cuts this out, this middle out on here to go in there. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. So, let me make this card base. We're going to do a 5x7 because that fits with my dies. And I just love 5x7. They give you so much more real estate, scope for the imagination. And you can just add your personal touch on such a nice surface area. And so let's go 10 by, wait, that's got a ding on it. I probably dropped it. We're going to go 10 on the 11 side by 7 on the 8.5 side. And then on the 10 side, we are going to score it with our little scoreboard here at 5 to get us a 5x7 card base. Boom. Awesome sauce. And there we go. Burnish that edge really good. This is pretty stiff cardstock, so I'll give that a really extra little press there. And pick the nicest side, and I love this one. So we're going to go there. And so now let me cut these layers out, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So I got, I cut that out of yellow. So this is our layering, right? And then I cut this out of yellow. And then I thought that the lavender was, in the center was just a little too much. I don't know, it just didn't work. Hold on. John had to come in right when I turned the video back on. But I tried this one, and it just, I don't know, it didn't work for me. And I think this is the color. So then I was like, well, what if I do it in yellow and not too much yellow? And then what if I did it in purple? And then I was like, I think what it is this just takes away from it. To me, it just is too much in the center. And so I cut this out of yellow and I put it here, and oh, I love that so much better. I just think that looks so much nicer. And so I was like, okay, now we need some flowers to kind of embellish this to help. And so I found a Sending Birthday Wishes sentiment, and then I found these flowers. But what I want to do, and they're yellow. What? Those are pretty darn fun. But what I want to do first is I want to get the butterflies. And I'm thinking if I do a big butterfly in the center, I think, like if I do this one, like I did on one of the other or two of the other cards, I think this is going to be, I think this will be really stinking fun. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this out in lavender. I'm going to do that in lavender. And then I'm going to do this in the iridescent. Do the top one in the iridescent. And then I can pop this like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these couple here, maybe to go there, and then this other one to go up here, and I'm going to do them in the same color palette, lavender with the iridescent, and I think that is going to be really fun. So let me cut my butterflies out, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, aren't those so pretty? So this is the iridescent. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. And so this is it here. I know, sorry if it's blinding you. Luxury iridescent full cardstock. And she just came out with that a little bit ago, like just recently. And it is one of my most favorite things to work with right now. It's so beautiful. I just love how it picks up all the different colors. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all my little butterflies. And I'm going to glue them straight down. Because the goal of this card is to see if we can just get one stamp. I'm just trying to see what can we get away with one stamp. Because you can't hardly have too much fun with dimension. If you're trying to just keep it in a regular envelope. Those other ones, they're a little bit tight, but like even where they're tight at, there's barely, might be 2 layers. It's just like, my goodness. And an eighth and an eighth is only a 1/4 inch. So you add all that other paper, if they're still just stacked 2 and they're barely an eighth on each one, you got the thickness of all the other papers. It's not a free for all. You don't just get to have free stuff there, apparently. You just can't have free paper layers. It's like, wow, how stingy. I was like, that is such a bummer. I thought for sure when I put those cards together, oh, this is going to be, I'm going to have so much room. There is like no room. So then on this one, what I did, I just glued it down in the middle so I could still have a tiny bit. So when it does ship through the mail, they'll flatten down, but then they'll, kind of spring back up a little. So that way there will be a little bit of dimension when the person opens the card. And gosh, isn't that just beautiful? I think that's so fun. Oh, I guess I better glue all this down as well. I was like, oh, I'm almost done. No, denied. Okay, so let's glue these layers down to my card. Here, like so. Here we go. And I was just doing this just because I was curious to see how many layers can you actually have that just fits in a regular envelope. And it's like, oh my. you don't get too many. The post office, they're not into that dimensional stuff. They're not into 7 layers of Hannah, which I was kind of disappointed about, but well, I mean, they are if you don't mind paying for it, but if you just wanted to go through the regular post office, they're just like, nope, business only. You're sending in a invoice that says paid with a check. That's it. Yeah, too funny. Okay, so I'm just gluing these obviously straight down because there's no room for any more than that. And then what we got here is, and then I'm just going to glue this one down too. Which I think is super fun. And I'm just going to glue this down right into the center. Trying to, make it as straight as possible. Let's see. Hopefully it's straight if I'm looking at this. This looks pretty good. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and pop and look at how much dimension that looks. And then I can pop each of these up on a dimensional if I want to. So I'm going to glue that straight down because the wings are nice, right? And I'm going to actually do it towards the top. Am I going to do it towards the top? Can I do that? And then I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if I like that. I think I like this better, like this. And I have a flag one. I think I like that like that. Oh, but let's just hold on for a second. Because what if I could actually pop that up a little bit with one layer of dimension? And I have a flag. I actually have one of these. I think these are out of the flower cart ones. And there's one in here that says happy birthday. It's a little flag that could actually go in with the flowers instead. Like I could, just do it like that or something. It doesn't necessarily have to go across there. Or could we do something like that? Nope, it's not going to go. It'd have to be like somewhere in there. Something-ish. Okay, well, let's see. Since we got that, let's see what happens with that then instead. Or maybe I end up having to do... Okay, hold on. Let's see if there's one more that could possibly go. Oh, we could maybe do... What if we... That maybe this fits out. Maybe we... What if we actually do like this? Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. That looks pretty good. So I found these yellow flowers. Showed you guys these already. So maybe we just do something like that instead. And what I can do is I can actually trim off one of these so it's just single layered. And we can pop it under like that. And then we could actually pop this up like that. And I think that might be all right. Can't have too much. So, what if we do something like that actually? What do we, like, we could pop that up on a dimension? Wait, this is on dimension though. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is where it's going to get us. But I've got an idea. What if we actually pop this on a dimension right here? No, not on a dimension. What if we actually glue this down and this side down like that, and then this is give, and this is one dimension? Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so one there. That's a single dimension. These are single dimension. And then could I get away with this down here? If I do like that, then? I think I could do that. I think that'll be all right. And then this will be glued down, right? We can still have this one on a dimension if we wanted to. And maybe do that like that. Right? I think that's still pretty good. What if we do something like that? Right? Okay, let's give it a try, and then we'll pop it in an envelope, and we'll see what we end up getting. I love the lavender and yellow. I think is so pretty. So then let's center this up. Like so, right? We're going to do that. So hang on. Here. All this other stuff has to get glued down. So let's... Okay, and then this one here, we're going to take off. Oh, yeah, we'll... Oh, no, we'll just glue those down. Yeah, these can just literally get glued down. It'll be fine. So let's just glue these down. Like that. Yeah, we'll just glue those down. Yeah, there's only dimension there. So let's glue these down as well. There's no dimensionals there. So we're going to go under here. Maybe we do like that. I think we're going to have to cut this one off, though. We're just gonna have to do that. Like that. And then we'll, I think we can get away with just gluing this like this, because if it goes through the middle, it'll flatten like that, but it might bounce back up. So let's just do these two sides like this, because see the dimensions, and as long as this dimension's not on top of that, I think we're going to be fine. See, it's not on top of that one, so I glued it on top of this flower in here, and that way it can like squish down, but it'll bounce back up. If it goes through the mail, it'll probably go through the mail. So can we, I think we're in the same boat here. But does this look silly? Oh, can we even get this down here now? I think, shoot. I really wanted it right there, but now it looks kind of funny. Can I do like that instead? No, I guess that looks okay, huh? That's not so bad. That looks okay like that, maybe. It's very clustery. I wonder if I'm still going to be. I guess we'll find out. So if we do that, and then we do this, I think we're going to be good. Oh, wait, we were going to go up there. That covers up that whole flower. We could do that, though. So this should be able to be on a dimension here. And we should still be able to get flat. It should still be able to be just fine flat, like that. And then this one can go here on a dimension. And I think that's all one layer. I think we're going to be okay with that. Oh, wait, no. Maybe we'll go there instead. Maybe like that. Alright, and that's really pretty, right? That's so pretty. That's really pretty. I wonder. Okay, but now we got to do the inside too, because that also adds to the dimension. That adds to the thickness of it, so we'll have to do something there. Yeah, for sure. We'll have to add. But right? That's really, I love that purple and lavender. Oh my goodness. Or that lavender. That yellow, that pale yellow. It's like buttercream. We need something for the inside. So what if we do a... Oh, you know what? I cut this out trying to see if it was going to work, and it didn't. But what if I cut out a yellow? Oh, wait, actually... We can still put this on the inside. We can still pop this on the inside even. Oh, no, but I need a place to write. That was the whole spiel. Okay, what if I do the layering this for the inside? I could actually do that and then put this on top, and I'd still have a place to write. And if I do it upside down, it's smooth. Because on this Sizzix paper, there's a texture, and then the other side's smooth. So I could cut it out like the layering out like this, and then we could just pop this on. And that would actually be really pretty too. That'd be super fun inside. So let me cut the layering out of this one and glue them in, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's all glued in, and it looks like that. And I think it needs a little something at least on the inside. And so what I was thinking was I found one more of these, and I thought, well, I could technically... I was also thinking that it needed something up here. So I was like, well, what if I cut this one like so? and see if we could use this one on the outside, because there's no dimension up here. It would be fine. This one is actually flat, so then I could, this one's actually flat, so then I could actually use it on the inside, like that. And, like, that is so sweet, right? I mean, I think we could just definitely do something like that, and that is really sweet. And you have your place to write a message on the inside, I think, and then we're just, like, super flat, so then we can figure out, and I think that looks pretty good like that. I think I do want to do like that. I think that's going to be pretty good. I think that is going to be pretty good. So let's pop that right there, maybe. Like that. What do you think? I think that looks good like that, right? And then that one, right? That looks so good. That looks so good. And then this stays flat. Maybe a little there. Yeah, this stays totally flat. So maybe there. Right? Isn't that sweet? Okay, now let's stick it in an envelope and see. Let's see what happens. Let's see, I have this just plain old 5x7 envelope. Okay. And but you know what? Let's put so it's smooth. Let's get a 5x7 layer. Let's see. Ooh, is this a 5x7? That looks like a 5x7. Oh, score! That was in my scraps. I wonder why that was in the scraps. Well, in any case, we're going to take advantage of it. There we go. Oh, this feels kind of tight. Is this going to be too big? Oh, that's going to bite. Oh, that's okay. Here, let's try it. Okay, now let me get my guide. And you can technically buy guides. You can buy postal guides on Amazon. They're not very expensive, like $10 or something. I just happened to made this one out of a styrofoam board and just cut a 1/4 inch slit there. And so I have a 1/4 inch, and then I have a 3/4 inch for larger envelopes. And so then all I do is I just, that one, this goes through actually not bad. So let's get the postage scale. Hold on, and we'll see if it works. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's turn it on. Okay, zeroed out, and then let's see. Oh, dang it. 1.4 ounces. It has to go at the 2 ounce rate anyway, so it has to go at $1 because it's heavy. Oh, that's a bummer. So what are these? They're an ounce. They're like a full ounce. Already with no envelope. Oh gosh, because wow. So it doesn't matter anyways because the weight. So are these the same? Oh yeah, you're 1.4 anyways. You're a 2 ounce rate anyways. So no matter what you do, you're gonna go at, because of the extra weight, you have to put 2 stamps on it anyhow. Oh, that's wild. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. That is 1.1. Oh, that's crazy. And then you add that, you're 1.4. Oh, well, there you go. Well, that was for nothing. Well, I guess you go at it, since it's not over thick, it's not oversized, then it just needs extra postage for weight. Well, it's a beautiful card anyhow, right? That's so pretty. I mean, come on. Somebody would love to get this. And for 2 stamps, hey, we at least kept it at 2 stamps. Most of my other stuff is like, make it huge and ship it at like the large envelope rate. Is how I feel about it. Yeah. Otherwise you hand deliver, or you put it in with another gift. Like generally I usually send gifts, like actual boxes and packages, so it doesn't really matter how thick the cards are and stuff. But if you were legitimately trying to just send, a card by itself, your 2 stamps on this anyways. It does fit through the mail slot like you saw, but it's still overweight. You still have to put 2 stamps. But 2 stamps, I guess, is better than parcel rate or something like that. So, hey, we tried. We tried, guys. Like, holy cow, you can't have any fun. No layers. No dimensions for you, man. All right, well, let me know what you think of the card. And aren't those great? Isn't that a fun die set? That is so pretty. The butterflies and that beautiful woodland 3D die. I think that's just fun. And I love lavender and yellow together. I think they're a pale yellow. Oh, I think that's so pretty. So yeah, well, let me know what you guys think of these cards down in the comments. What you think uh, about the woodland 3D die. And let me know which one's your favorite. Pink, purple and turquoise, purple and yellow, or this navy blue one here. I think these are pretty fun. And yeah, but that's the one we made together. And it fits through the 1/4 inch. So I guess, yeah, we all have to go at our own pace. Well, there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a terrific weekend. Until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.